being unselfish and making plays, whether it be for yourself or your teammates. Anthony Davis with the find at Caruso. How about LeBron James? Defense comes his way, says thank you to Anthony Davis. The beautiful touch lob pass to Dwight Howard. Offensively, moving without the basketball, little dribble handoff, and Clint Cook had an impact off that bench. Stellar first half for the Lakers.
LeBron James had 16.6 assists as the Lakers shot 62%. They had 15 assists. Meanwhile, the Warriors struggled from behind the arc. No Steph Curry tonight. And obviously Klay Thompson is out with that torn ACL. Golden State just 3 of 18 from 3. James played 16 minutes, expected to play at least 30 tonight. Final dress rehearsal for the Lakers, even though there's one more preseason game because they start earlier than anybody else playing next Tuesday. The Warriors open the regular season a week from tomorrow against the Clippers at the brand new Chase Center in San Francisco. Here's McGee from Davis. 5 assists for Anthony Davis now.
Yeah, this Warrior defense is just not the same. You can give the Lakers offense credit. This Warrior defense, they're just not getting it done right now.
To your point on the defense, they have had the #1 defensive rating in the NBA each of the last 4 years. So we know how good of a shooting team they've been and how great they've been on offense, but the defense probably doesn't get talked about enough as Davis misfires.
I'll go out on a limb and say it won't be this year.
Yeah.
And the problem is Steph Curry is going to solve some problems offensively and on defense with his competitive spirit, but they've got to be better individually and collectively to have a real chance.
Well, talking with Steve Kerr before the game, and if you heard that interview at the end of the first quarter, that's his biggest concern. Again, he's got a lot of guys that are injured that he's counting on to be part of that good team defense, like Willie Cauley-Stein and Kevon Looney.
And Looney's a guy that is exceptional at defending the pick and roll, can switch. We've seen him in the past defend smaller guys. So he's going to be able to cover up a lot of the problems in those situations. But that's not just their problem.
Foul called on JaVale McGee on the screen. First on McGee.
What was your strong point as a player?
You're assuming I had one.
Some guys lie. Have you ever heard of my partner Jeff Van Gundy? They just make up stuff where they had no weaknesses.
Oh, trust me. The last time I was actually in this building was a game with Jeff and Stan together, and they both lied about their games for 2.5 hours.
I think didn't Stan say Jeff was a better college player?
I tried to tune it out. I don't recall.
Can you imagine those guys in the park playing one-on-one? Come home whining and complaining to Mr. and Mrs. Van Gundy. I could not imagine growing up with Jeff Van Gundy.
You basically have. You guys, you played for him, and you guys have worked together for 15 years with Mike Breen on the finals as Davis scores. I mean, like half your life has been spent with Jeff.
He's my guy. I love him to death. I just could not imagine growing up with him every day in the park or the playground or the same house.
Here's Russell. And he's fouled by Danny Green. D'Angelo Russell, an all-star last year in Brooklyn for the first time. Came over in the sign and trade for Kevin Durant.
And he had an outstanding year last year for the Brooklyn Nets. And it showed how he grew up and matured, because there were times that Nets lineup and their depth, Spencer Dinwiddie would end ball games, and he'd have to understand that it wasn't his night. He was more than willing to stay ready, prepared, and is rewarded because of the pro that he has turned into.
Led them to the playoffs. They actually won game 1 in Philadelphia, that first round series, and then the Sixers won the next 4. There was contact inside. They're going to get Marquise Chris for a foul here.
I'll tell you what, if I'm LeBron James, I'm thinking I've been waiting to get you guys. I've been waiting to come into the alley with the best group to face this team. You've been beating me up. You've won championships. I feel real good about where I am moving forward right now with the crew that I have, the staff that I have, the team I'm on. the league has got to deal with me. And he said that, but in not so many words.
Well, it's almost like a revenge tour in a way, because there are a lot of people that are counting him out, and he didn't play in the playoffs last year. There's some that say, well, at age 34, 17th year in the league, will his body break down as Avery Bradley drains a three? So you know that's motivation for James as Davis commits a foul.
And the reason why I say his body won't break down is different. The great ones that we've seen in the past, the demand that they put on their body even late in their careers, playing this guy at the point guard position, which he truly is, will take the demand off his body, where he won't have to put in that same request. And having another home run hit alongside him and Anthony Davis, life is beautiful for LeBron James this late in his career.
Well, it's one of the reasons he wanted Anthony Davis, because of how multi-dimensional Davis is. Great defender, great rebound, excellent passer, and of course a guy that can score inside but also stretch the defense and run the floor.
When you put wing defenders around him where he can guard the weakest guy on the floor, where you don't have to ask him to be a great defender but a timely defender, it's an ideal situation for him.
Davis unable to get that one, but batted out. James gives it up. Bradley will as well. Here's Green from the corner, off target on the three. James trying to stay with D'Angelo Russell. And Russell misfires on the shot. That hit the backside of the backboard. It's a turnover.
The Warriors it's going to be interesting making decisions, because Marquise Chris, in my opinion, has played well enough to be on this team. And in their situation, cap-wise and signing D'Angelo Russell in the offseason, it makes it tough to fit him in. But he is a guy that can really help this team moving forward.
Here's McGee with the slam. Another assist for the Lakers. They got 19 here tonight. Green for three, not there. And Draymond is 3 of 12, 0 for 5 from three-point land. Danny Green for three, timeout, Golden State.
Just making plays. Danny Green comes off the screen, drop-off pass to JaVale McGee, who's played exceptional since he came along to be a Laker. Outstanding offense.
Shh. There's a secret to saving on car insurance. Use the power of AIS. AIS shops dozens of companies instantly. Then they review your quote to make sure you're getting every discount you've earned. Wow, that's powerful. AIS does all the work, and you get great coverage at a great price. And that's the secret to saving over $600 a year on your car insurance.
1-800-777-4AIS. Some run from the weather. But with the most capable and luxurious SUV in its class, you can run through it. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Hurry into Jeep Adventure Days for a great deal. Well-qualified returning Grand Cherokee lessees can lease the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee for $179 a month.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Yeah.
Jeep Wrangler now has someone new to play with. 100% Jeep 4x4, 100% truck. The all-new Jeep Gladiator. There's only one. Well-qualified lessees can now lease the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator for $299 a month.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the drive that moves you forward. Goodyear, more driven. Look at that shot. Beautiful night in Los Angeles, which is now the center of the basketball universe, with both the Lakers and Clippers atop the list of NBA championship contenders in 2019-20.
Deservedly so. If I'm either one of those teams, I'm thinking I should win it all. They are absolutely loaded. It's a fun time to be LA sports fan, especially basketball.
A kickball, because it's not just the stars. It's not just James and Davis for the Lakers, George and Leonard for the Clippers. It's the complementary pieces, many of whom for the Clippers were a big part of their run to the playoffs last year. Not many expected them to make the postseason a year ago, but they did without Leonard or George.
And that's a team that can defend and has elite defenders at the perimeter spot.
That's why that game Tuesday. Just watching the Lakers tonight, Mark, and how great they've been offensively as James goes around the back, missed the layup, but a foul. Just watching how exciting and thrilling the Lakers have been offensively to see them matched up against that Clipper defense on Tuesday night in the regular season opener.
It was crazy. There came a time when I was a young guy when I felt as good as I am as a player growing up, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I couldn't wait to get at my dad. I'm going to cook you, Pops. Bronny, you still got time to go. This guy, where's the finish line for this guy? His son is an outstanding young player, and he could forget about being better than his dad one-on-one right now.
Wouldn't it be interesting if he hangs around long enough that they're actually playing in the NBA together?
No, that's a fact. That's going to happen, without a doubt, because LeBron James has talked on record that would be his #1 accomplishment. And how special would it be?
D'Angelo Russell, a little slow to get up here as McGee commits his second foul. Lost his footing there.
I'd have challenged that.
You can now. Russell hits a three. You can challenge. Each coach can challenge one time per game a foul called on your team. Do you like that? It's not a new rule. It's a one-year trial rule by the NBA. Do you like it? As Bradley's three is there.
I've talked to coaches that are split down the middle. Some that think it's very good and some that think it's not good. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm not sure.
So you want to give it some time before
I want to give it some time.
Have an opinion. And again, you can't challenge any call. If there's a non-call, you can't challenge. It has to be a foul called on the floor as Russell starting to get going. Buries a three. Got 20 points now.
You know, I could be a champion if that was in play when we played. Larry Johnson's famous 4-point play was not an and one. I'd have some jewelry right now.
There's a three by Bradley. Lakers are 11 of 19 from three-point land. Draymond Green rejected by Anthony Davis. And then Davis hustling. And he's fouled.
I tell you what, if I'm Frank Vogel, I've seen enough of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Bring it in, high five, job well done. Let's get ready for the season. What I don't want is anything to happen to either one of these two guys. They played enough. I'm looking to sub them out of the game.
Again, he told us they'd play about 30 minutes apiece. Right now they're at 23 minutes each. Davis trying to make a move on Draymond Green, had it poked away out of bounds. Going to stay with the Lakers.
If he took him out right now, he wouldn't be the first coach that lied to us.
You never did that, though, when you were coaching, right? Always told the media 100% truth, especially the broadcasters.
Can I tell you I missed you?
Missed you too, man. When's your first game with Jeff? Do you know off the top of your head?
No, I'm not that detailed. Whenever they call upon me, I'm locked and loaded and ready.
I guess is your first game with him will either be in LA or Texas. You're taking a wild guess.
That guy does not leave Texas.
Oh, come on now. Russell hits a three. Unless the game's in Tulsa, he'll go to Tulsa. You're in Utah in a couple weeks. 11 points here in the quarter for Russell. There's so many good games in the West on Wednesdays and Fridays on ESPN. They're in the bad one on the schedule. And Zion Williamson gets some good New Orleans games on the road. Couple of Laker Pelicans matchups. on ESPN this year, along with, of course, the Saturday night ABC package and some great Sunday afternoon NBA games on ABC.
How good is Zion Williamson? That team is as deep a team as there is in the league. David Griffin has done an outstanding job putting that team back on the map, making them relevant, and Zion seems to be the type of guy that embraced the moment.
Russell again. Not that time. Kept alive by Chris. And now Green faking the pass, driving to the goal, and getting the basket. Are you jumping on the Zion hype train, or do you want the regular season to start first?
It depends on what hype train you're talking about. I'm not jumping on the hype train that says he's LeBron James. Let's stop that. He's an outstanding young player with an incredible future, and I love where he's at right now. But we've seen one LeBron James in the history of this game. Did that make sense?
It did. I don't know that I've heard a lot of people say he's the next LeBron James.
I did read. Have you heard anybody say it?
I mean, a few, but
okay, that's all I needed.
Okay, all right.
You're on my case, man.
I didn't know if it was like that popular of a sentiment, but I mean, his numbers have been just outstanding in the preseason so far. He's special. I mean, there aren't many guys that come into the league that look like him.
True.
He's one of them. Obviously, their skill set is different, but I think one thing that Zion's shown that we saw in glimpses at Duke that we'll see more in the NBA is pretty good ball handler and passer.
The ability to rebound and initiate the offense and make a play.
Oh, what a pass by James over the head with the left hand to the corner as he's falling out of bounds, and Green pays it off from three-point range.
That's ridiculous. That is flat out ridiculous. Like I said, there's only one guy that's been LeBron James. What a spectacular play. That's a small forward playing the point guard position and making it look easy. 11 dimes.
Shh. There's a secret to saving on car insurance. Use the power of AIS. AIS shops dozens of companies instantly. Then they review your quote to make sure you're getting every discount you've earned. Wow, that's powerful. AIS does all the work and you get great coverage at a great price. And that's the secret to saving over $600 a year on your car insurance.
1-800-777-4AIS.
At 3-Day Suit Broker, we have so many suits at such low prices, it can be hard to choose only one. Well, right now, you don't have to. During our buy one, get one free suit sale, you can buy one suit at our low regular price and get a second one of equal or lesser value absolutely free. Imagine paying for a top quality suit and getting a second one for free. Find the latest styles and top brands at 3-Day Suit Broker. You won't want to miss out on this special deal. Hurry in for best selection.
Some run from the weather. But with the most capable and luxurious SUV in its class, you can run through it. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Hurry into Jeep Adventure Days for a great deal. Well-qualified returning Grand Cherokee lessees can lease the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee for $179 a month.
With the NBA preseason here, that can only mean ESPN Fantasy Basketball is back. Sign up now at ESPN.com/fantasy basketball. The NBA is fantasy basketball. You got Anthony Davis and LeBron James on one team. And look what they've done tonight. LeBron with 11 assists. Davis has 6. You can understand why the Lakers are the favorite to win the NBA championship this season. James looks like he's done for the night, but Anthony Davis still on the floor. Davis did not play the other night because of a thumb injury, but it was just a jam, and he was cleared. That may be the only thing that could keep these Lakers from being a contender this year is the injuries to those two guys. They collectively last year missed over 50 games, obviously playing for two different teams, but the fewest number of games that either guy has played over the course of their career. And we saw what happened to the Lakers when James was out last year. Now maybe if one of them is out and the other's playing, you still can hang on and win some games, but got to think they have to be at full strength going into the postseason. Probably say that about most teams in the West.
Absolutely. I think they're going to be fine. And getting back Kyle Kuzma, another wild card who can be that third option and can flat out score the basketball and add size also. Sky's the limit for this team.
Yeah, Kuzma last year averaged 19 points per game. He's got a stress reaction in his left ankle. They're hoping to get him back soon. There's Eric Paschall for three. 22-year-old rookie out of Villanova. Talked about all the teams in the West. What about the East, Mark? I mean, Toronto's the defending champs. But because of the pieces that they lost, a lot of people are looking at Milwaukee as the team to beat.
It'll be very interesting. Milwaukee has a chance. Toronto will be relevant because of their veterans and their proven championship DNA. Philadelphia, obviously with legit players, as we take a look at the great Steph Curry, having him healthy and whole matters for this Warrior team. But I think Al Horford is a big loss for the Celtics and a huge gain for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Rated everyone.
98-65 Lakers late in the third. We were talking about some of the contenders in the East. Indiana's a team to watch.
Get back Victor Oladipo. Underrated signing in Brogdon. A guy that can shoot, score, has size, can play that point guard position. Well coached with Nate McMillan. It's an exciting time to be an NBA fan.
Jordan Poole from three-point range. We assume Brooklyn is targeting 2021 as the year where they can win a championship with Kevin Durant, 100% playing with Kyrie Irving. But what about this year? I mean, that Brooklyn team has a lot of players that were on that team that went to the postseason last year.
Well, I'm on that Brooklyn coaching staff, on that Brooklyn team. I'm not thinking 2021. I'm not thinking down the road. I'm thinking right now. What we did last year, we just added one of the best players in the league in Kyrie Irving. Why not now?
Here's Quinn Cook. Another three, the 13th of the night for the Lakers. And Cook has 4 threes, 16 points. Here's Poole, the rookie out of Michigan, first-round draft pick. On the step back, can't drop it in. Pippen fighting for the loose ball, and Anthony Davis has got it. Now he's running the point.
I love watching these games, and it's not just about the score or the action that's going on. It's a 30-point ball game right now. The Warriors out of it, and I'm looking at their bench, and Steph Curry sitting on the floor with D'Angelo Russell, having a major discussion. And Russell raved about Steph's professionalism, raved about how he's willing to listen and tutor him. And that's exactly what's going on right now. You don't do it when you're up 30 only. But moments like this, you learn valuable lessons. That's leadership.
What do you think of the fit on the floor with Russell and Curry playing together?
In today's game, it's a fit. Both guys can shoot, both guys can score, both guys can get their own and also play make. I think it's a match made in heaven for both of those guys, and they will thoroughly enjoy being teammates.
Paschall can't get it. There's Pippen. Able to get that to go off the glass. Final minute here of the third quarter. Davis trying to shake Pippen. And good hands that time to knock the pass away. Toscano with a good defensive play and then a foul in transition.
What you don't want to do in these situations, up 25, 30 points, going into the fourth quarter, is develop bad habits. become careless on the offensive end or miss rotations defensively. End the game the right way, doing the things that put you in position to have a big lead.
First free throw is good for Jordan Poole. Native of Milwaukee, spent 2 years at Michigan. Anthony Davis done for the night, we would assume. 28 minutes played, 8 points, 8 assists, 10 rebounds. You're talking about Jordan Poole at the line. Played for John Beilein at Michigan. Beilein, of course, now the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Shot clock is off. Here's Caruso against Poole. They're going to get Dwight Howard here for an offensive foul. Or 3 seconds. Nope, it's a foul on Howard. Third personal on him. 16th year in the league. Howard came out right out of high school as the #1 pick by the Magic back in 2004. In his second stint with the Lakers, spent just 1 year here in 2013. That was the last time the Lakers went to the playoffs. And 6 consecutive postseasons without the Lakers. Nice finish by Pascal against Howard. Caruso with a second left, gets it away in time. It won't go. But the Lakers with 104 points through 3 quarters here at Staples.
$637, $38, $39, $640. AIS saves its customers an average of $640 when they switch. That's a lot of savings. When you call AIS, you're actually shopping dozens of insurance companies. AISinsurance.com compares coverages and rates to deliver you great insurance at a great price. And that's how AIS could save you $637, $38, $39.
1-800-777-4AIS.
At 3-Day Suit Broker, we have so many suits at such low prices, it can be hard to choose only one. Well, right now, you don't have to. During our buy one, get one free suit sale, you can buy 1 suit at our low regular price and get a second one of equal or lesser value absolutely free. Imagine paying for a top quality suit and getting a second one for free. Find the latest styles and top brands at 3-Day Suit Broker. You won't want to miss out on this special deal. Hurry in for best selection.
Some run from the weather. But with the most capable and luxurious SUV in its class, you can run through it. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Hurry into Jeep Adventure Days for a great deal. Well-qualified returning Grand Cherokee lessees can lease the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee for $179 a month.
This is the place for the best of the game. Watch all the teams or your team. And of course, you can stream on your phone, TV, or tablet. Tell everybody about NBA League Pass and go to NBA.com/watch to order.
Get used to hearing this back at Staples Center. The dynamic duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis all year long will make plays for each other and for their teammates. 104 points to start the 4th quarter, and stellar performances individually and collectively. Time and time again, getting to their spots and making plays, whether it be out of pick and roll or isolation. Greatness has showed up and has shown out. How about this spectacular find and feed from James in transition, rewarding Danny Green and the team celebrating greatness.
James, 18 points, 11 assists, just 2 turnovers. Anthony Davis, 8 points, 8 assists, 10 rebounds, and they've been communicating a lot throughout the game.
And there's people that I go in the back at halftime, people saying, you think we're going to be good? No. They say, why not? Because you asked, did I think you were going to be good? I know you're going to be good. The question is, are you going to win a championship? This team is ready. No longer just about hype, but they are a legitimate championship